were to show you old high school photos, you would see 5 people smiling. If you asked me, I would see 4 people smiling and 1 person hiding. You see, life for me has always been a game of hide and seek. Except in this game of my life, I would cheat, and no one could peek. I never wanted anyone to see. I really just wanted to hide deep down inside. My motto every day and every night was put on a mask. And I would go to school and hope I would be seen as cool, then I would hang out with friends and put on a different mask over and over and over again until the real me just never fit in.
So I made a decision to keep my masks. I would try to be cool at school and sometimes funny, and other times would act like I loved money. I'd pretend to be a Christian, at times it was easier to get by. I would love every sport and spit random stats, but inside of myself, I didn't care about any of that. I just want to be liked. And even if I've never met you, that principle and practice was still true. I would do and say and wear anything just to be liked by you, even if that meant the person you like never really existed at any point in time.
So I hid in the hats, and I hid in the hoods, and I hid myself in anything that I could. I didn't want people to know me, because if they knew me, they'd throw me away. So I threw myself away. I locked myself away. The real me was not allowed to see the light today. It didn't matter if the real me had been thrown away, because there's always another mask to hide behind, and it makes me seem like I'm okay.
Say I know you. I knew you. Ain't none of this can be true. Sure you struggle, but how can your beliefs be so muddled? If you've never met me, you wouldn't think this is true. Because believe it or not, I would have created a mask for you too. So I put on my suit and did my hair and tried to show everyone how much I cared. But it was all a facade, except to God. When I was hiding, He sought me out. He took away the voices of doubt that got in my head and that filled me with dread, that I wasn't enough or I couldn't live up. He wanted to fill my head with His voice instead.
He said, listen, before I formed you in your mother's womb, before time even began, I have known you. I've seen your best, what you've achieved, your success, and all that seems to impress.
And I've seen your worst, your heart that bears the guilt and shame you wouldn't dare to be shown. And tucked behind those masks you wear, I see you. But don't be scared.
But like a child, trust my love will never fade. You've been hiding because you're ashamed. You only wanted love, but felt lame.
Child,
don't you remember the stories you heard when you were young?
That I came down to the earth not for those who are well, but for the sick, to heal and save the lame.
So no, there's nothing you can do to make me love you more, and even more, nothing you have done or will do that will make me love you less.
So trust. Child, you're loved, you're known and accepted. Don't push it away, receive it, accept it.
I've seen all your masks and even more than that. The fear that gripped you when you imagined what would happen if your mask cracked.
And people would see what lied underneath was not at all who they expected you to be. You see,
I've seen it all, and I know that scares you, but please don't think it turns me away.
you are my child and I love you. And these words that he said, I know that they're true because Jesus died for far more than just me and you.
My God can move mountains, and He did so.
He moved the mountains in my life to make the valleys He will guide me through.
So that's why we take the story that God is writing and make it public, so others can see the struggle and the thriving, and know that for them, there's no need to be hiding.
So step into the light and experience God's grace.
His faithfulness that cleanses us from all unrighteousness.
You see, Jesus took away all our masks. It wasn't anything we would have asked, but He said, "Child, it's time to stop playing the game and to start identifying with my name, Beloved."